Time to turn to Dave now. The changes in the forecast for the better. You said cooler air, and my ears perked up.
Okay, now don't expect it to be like below normal, but we're going to get back to normal, which is, hey, that's what we'll take. And we're talking low to mid 90s for the bulk of that 7-day forecast. All right, there's a live look from our Holiday Inn Sacramento downtown arena camera. You can see Old Glory there. 4th of July weekend's just around the corner, and you can see we've got a nice little onshore flow coming into Sacramento. So numbers-wise, we're not doing too poorly out there. 93 currently in Sacramento. You get away from it, though, that onshore flow, it definitely heats up. 97 for Stockton, 95 for Modesto, 100 degrees up in Marysville, so for the last hour. And we've got 30% relative humidity. It's a little sticky out there with the dew points past 55 degrees. So, yeah, it's a wee bit humid. Winds are south at 9, and barometric pressure is falling at 29.66. So we are watching subtropical moisture in the higher elevations, thus triggering the red flag warning into the evening hours up there in the higher elevations for dry lightning strikes. We are watching a lot of these lightning strikes firing off. Pretty good batch right there coming down from the north, headed down to the south, heading toward Yosemite. Some of this stuff trying to hold into the eastern portion of the foothills, but most likely that's not going to be the case for tonight just because of the flow where everything is coming from the north down to the south. It's all part of some circulation that's out around the four corners. It's banging into this subtropical moisture. I mean, it's the monsoon moisture is here, and it just goes to show you that all you need to do is get it to tumble on itself a little bit, and you'll fire off those storms. Plus, you got all that afternoon heating that's going on out there across much of the western portion of the U.S. We are going to change some things, though. The high-pressure dome up here is going to go off to the east. That'll help to cool down portions of the Pacific Northwest. They're going to welcome that, and we're going to welcome this cool down right here. It'll eventually get us down between 90 and 95 pretty much for the full run on that 7-day forecast, which means the weekend coming up, the 4th of July weekend, is going to be a classic, picture-perfect early July weekend, so that's kind of nice. Tomorrow we're starting to cool down, low, mid, upper 90s for the northern San Joaquin Valley, a little gusty out of the west, maybe gusty to 25. As far as the Sacramento area, we're talking low, mid 90s a little farther to the north, but low 90s. Vacaville about 90, Sacramento about 92, and that's right about where we should be for this time for the end of June. Low to mid 90s for Jackson as well as Sonora. You get out toward Pollock Pines, upper 80s to right around 90 degrees. Some of the morning lows won't even get out of the 70s, so that's up in the inversion layer. Up into Plumas County, should look for fair skies there. Temperatures in the low to mid 90s. So Quincy, you're headed in the right direction. Get out of those triple digits. Around the lake, we'll go with a chance for an isolated thunderstorm. Temperatures cooling to the mid 80s, and we may see 6 days of isolated thunderstorms up there in the Sierra. 67 and partly cloudy by the afternoon for Monterey. Should be partly to mostly cloudy right at the water for San Francisco, and daytime highs there are going to be in the mid to upper 60s. Mid 80s and some wind gusts coming into the Delta at around 35 miles per hour. So notice we're back down and it's low 90s pretty much the entire run. You hit the weekend, it's a little above average, but that's not too bad. At least we're not looking at triple digits for the 4th of July. And we are looking at this, a chance for some unsettled weather in the Sierra at least into the early part of next week. 4th of July temperatures cooling or comfortable for this time of the year pretty much everywhere from the coast all the way to the high country. Elizabeth?